Happy Wellness Wednesday. So today we are going to talk about your metabolism a little bit, and if you have ever felt like your metabolism is just broken, it's probably because it has been broken, but the good news is we can fix it. So I want to explain a little bit about what yo-yo dieting is and how doing that is really just breaking and chipping away at your metabolism every time you do it. Before I dive in, if you did not watch last week's Wellness Wednesday on insulin resistance, I would definitely recommend you pop back to my IGTV, check that out. It does go hand in hand with this one a little bit. So yo-yo dieting, it is making you fatter. If you have ever done a crash diet or a random cut your calorie, or I'm going to cut my calories to 1200 and I'm going to exercise A, B, and C things until 3 weeks from now when I go on vacation, or until this wedding, until, whatever the until is, what's happening when you do that is you are losing your muscle a little bit each time. So let's say you start out and you're 200 pounds and 50% body fat. That means you're about 100 pounds of body fat, and 100 pounds of lean tissue, bone, everything else, but that includes your muscle. So you go on this crash diet, this low cal, this fad, whatever the thing is that you do. If you're not doing it properly, which is most of those fad diets out there, you're going to lose half of that lean mass, half of that fat. So let's say you lost 20 pounds, you went from 100 pounds fat down to 90, 100 pounds lean mass down to 90, you're still 50% body fat. Okay, whatever, you're 180 pounds now, you're excited, you're celebrating, and then you go on the vacation and continue celebrating and you gain back that 20 pounds. How many times have you lost the same 10, 20, 50, 100 pounds only to regain it again? I mean, we hear that all the time. So you've regained your weight, but what do you regain? Only fat. People are not gaining muscle unless they are eating properly, they have the right macros set up to do that, they are exercising properly to build muscle. I mean, it doesn't just happen. You don't just go on vacation or eat whatever you feel like and gain 20 pounds of muscle. So you gain your 20 pounds back and now you're 200 pounds again, you're frustrated. But what happened behind the scenes in the body is that you regained only fat. So now you are 110 pounds fat, 90 pounds of lean tissue, muscle, etc. So you're actually about 55% body fat. So if you go to put those pants on again and go, wait a minute, these pants don't fit anymore, or whatever that it is, it's because fat is much larger than muscle. So physically you're going to be larger even though the scale says the same. And what happened is your metabolism slowed down. So now you're frustrated and you say, okay, well, I got to do that diet again. It worked. I lost 20 pounds. So we're starting here at our 55% now. So you say, okay, I'm going to do all those same things. You lose 20 pounds again. Great. 10 pounds fat, 10 pounds lean tissue and muscle. So now we're at still same percent body fat, 55%. Celebrate, do all the same things. That's why it's a yo-yo. It's up and down, and go up again. But what happens is we only gain that fat. So now we're sitting at about 120 pounds of fat, 80 pounds of lean tissue and muscle, and we're at about 60% body fat. And we just keep doing that and doing that and doing that by all these crash diets, all these yo-yo fad diets, until our muscle mass is just hardly there. We see clients all the time that have done this so many times, and they have very high percent body fat percent for what you would think. You think, oh my gosh, how could it be 60%, 50%? It's because they've done this yo-yo diet over and over and over again, and the metabolism has just gotten slower and slower and slower. It's like literally putting fat in the gas tank when we want muscle there, because that's what burns the engine. So what do we do about this? Well, we have to know when we're going to lose weight that we want to lose fat. So don't think of it as just losing weight, because like I just showed you, that's not always a good thing. We want to lose fat, which means you have to be eating the proper amount. So again, go back to the other videos, figure out BMR, macros, things like that, doing the proper exercises, which I'm not going to get into here, but if you are cutting your calories way down and exercising like crazy, you're just burning that muscle, and you're working yourself backwards like I just showed. So you need to figure out what your macros are, what your goals are, and if it is to lose fat, you're going to have to get enough protein to preserve all of that muscle mass so that you're not burning it and depleting it every single day when you do this. I could talk for an hour on how to not do it that way and how to do it the right way. If you want more information on that, DM me. That's the program that we offer at all my weight loss clinics so that clients are burning fat every single week. And we know that because of just science, how the body works based on our program. But we're checking their body composition every single week, and we see the fat pounds go down, 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 down. And their weight loss just starts to speed up because their metabolism is coming back to life. It's starting to work properly again. So the good news is, if you have broken it before, many of us have with all these fad diets, you can fix it. So you can reverse it. So again, just DM me, let me know, and I will see you next week for the next Wellness Wednesday.